Her best friend warned me. She calls you her plan B. I said nothing. At her birthday party, I gave a toast to new beginnings and broke up with her in front of everyone. The aftermath was legendary. I, 29 male, got the warning 3 weeks before my girlfriend Brooke's, 27, birthday party. Her best friend Mia had been drinking at a bar downtown, saw me there with my buddy, and stumbled over to our table. "Derek," she slurred, grabbing my shoulder. "Derek, you're such a nice guy." Too nice. I laughed it off at first. Mia was wasted. But then she leaned in closer. "You know what Brooke calls you when you're not around?" She giggled like it was the funniest thing. "Her retirement plan, her plan B, says you're perfect husband material for when she's done having fun." My buddy Trevor's eyes went wide. I kept my face neutral, bought Mia water, and got her an Uber home. But those words, they explained everything. See, Brooke and I had been together for 2 years. I'd been all in, helped her through her career transition, aka unemployment, paid for her coding boot camp, $12, covered rent while she focused on learning. Meanwhile, she was always texting someone, always had these networking events that went until 3 a.m. The thing is, I'd already been suspicious. Found out through Instagram stories that her study group was mostly her going to clubs. Her mentor, Zane, kept appearing in photos, always with his arm around her. But I wanted to believe her explanations. Love makes you stupid like that. After Mia's drunk confession, I did some digging, created a fake Instagram, followed some of her friends. The picture became crystal clear. There were posts about keeping your options open, jokes about starter boyfriends versus forever boyfriends. One girl posted a meme, date them for their potential, marry them for their portfolio. Brooke had commented 3 fire emojis, but the real kicker? Found a TikTok her friend posted from a girl's night. Brooke's voice, clear as day. "Derek's gonna buy us a house one day. But until then, a girl's gotta live, you know?" They all laughed. I screen recorded everything. Her 27th birthday was coming up. She'd been planning it for months, rented out a whole restaurant's party room, invited 60+ people, made it this huge production. She kept telling me how important it was that I show up for her and make it special. Even gave me a list of acceptable birthday gift options, minimum budget, $500. I played the perfect boyfriend. Helped with decorations, confirmed RSVPs, even paid for the photographer she wanted. She had no idea what was coming. The night of the party, I showed up in my best suit, brought a beautifully wrapped gift, a $20 self-help book about living your truth. She didn't know that yet. Everyone was there, her family, friends, coworkers, even Zane. Halfway through dinner, Brooke stood up to thank everyone, all emotional, talking about her journey and her support system. When she finished, she looked at me expectantly. "Your turn, babe. You always give the best speeches." I stood up, raised my glass, smiled at everyone. "I want to toast to new beginnings," I started. "They say the truth will set you free, and tonight feels like the perfect night for freedom." Brooke beamed. She thought this was going somewhere else. "Brooke," I continued, voice steady, "you've taught me so much about myself, like how I deserve someone who sees me as their first choice, not their retirement plan." The room went silent. Brooke's smile froze. "I know about Plan B, about how I'm the safe option for when you're done having fun. Your friend Mia let it slip. Alcohol's funny that way, makes people honest." Gasps around the room. Mia, who was there, turned white. "So tonight, on your special day, I'm giving us both the gift of honesty. We're done. This relationship is over. You're free to pursue Zane or whoever else without feeling guilty about your backup plan." Brooke's face went from shock to rage. "Are you seriously doing this now? At my birthday?" "You planned this party for 2 months, I said calmly. "I've known for 3 weeks. Seemed like perfect timing to me." "Oh, and that boot camp I paid for? The $12K? Consider it a parting gift, but the apartment lease is in my name, so you'll need to find a new place by the end of the month." Her mom stood up. "This is inappropriate. How dare you humiliate her like this?" "Humiliation?" I pulled out my phone. Should I play the TikTok where she calls me her future house buyer? Or show the screenshots where she jokes about starter boyfriends? Dead silence. I put a card on the table. "Happy birthday, Brooke. Your gift is inside. It's a book about living authentically." Seemed appropriate. Then I walked out. My phone started blowing up before I even reached my car. But I didn't check it. Not yet. I had one more stop to make. My apartment to change the locks. Update 1. The entitlement has reached levels I didn't think possible. First, let me address the lock situation, since people asked. Yes, it's legal where I live. She's not on the lease, never was. She's technically been a month-to-month guest. I gave her 30 days notice via certified mail the day after the party. All legal, all documented. So the morning after the party, Brooke showed up at the apartment with her sister Chloe and 3 friends. Full squad. I was expecting this, so I was conveniently not home, crashed at Trevor's place, but I had installed a Ring doorbell 2 days before the party. Knew this would happen. The footage is gold. Brooke trying her tea, getting frustrated, then absolutely losing it, kicking the door, screaming about psychopaths and abusers. Chloe tried to jimmy the window. One friend suggested calling the cops, but Brooke shut that down real quick. Guess she remembered she's not on the lease. Then came the texts, 137 of them in 6 hours. The progression was actually fascinating. First 20, rage, calling me every name imaginable. Next 30, bargaining. We can work this out. You misunderstood. Mia was lying. Next 40, manipulation. I have nowhere to go. You're leaving me homeless. What about everything I did for you? Next 30, threats. Legal action for what? Telling my employer. Telling them what? Ruining my life. Final 17, love bombing. Old photos of us. Remember when we were so good together? I responded once. You have 27 days to collect your belongings. Schedule a time. Bring a witness. But here's where it gets really good. Zane, the mentor? He messaged me. This absolute Chad had the audacity to tell me I handled things poorly and should have been a gentleman about it. Said I ruined a beautiful woman's special day. I replied with screenshots of Brooke texting him at 2 a.m. while lying next to me in bed. Messages like, can't wait to see you tomorrow, and Derek's asleep, call me. His response? That's taken out of context. My dude, what context makes that okay? He blocked me after that. Then Brooke's mom, Sharon, called my mother. They'd met twice in 2 years, but suddenly Sharon needed to inform her what a disgraceful son she'd raised. My mom, bless her, listened politely, then said, sounds like Derek finally grew a spine. Good for him. Then hung up. The best part? Brooke's job. She works in PR at this boutique firm, all about image and reputation. Well, guess who was at the birthday party? Her boss and 3 coworkers. They saw everything. According to a mutual friend, Brooke called in sick the next 2 days, then showed up Wednesday acting like nothing happened. But everyone knew. Her boss apparently pulled her aside about maintaining professional standards even in personal situations. Oh, and the coding boot camp? She never finished it. Dropped out after 3 weeks, but didn't tell me. I'd been paying for nothing for 5 months while she pretended to study. Found this out when I called to see if I could get a partial refund. Couldn't, but worth a shot. Yesterday, she tried a new approach. Sent her friend Tiffany to my gym. Tiffany happened to be on the treadmill next to mine. You know, Brooke's really struggling, she said, all casual. She's staying on my couch. Could barely afford food yesterday. Wendy's is hiring, I said, putting my earbuds back in. You're seriously going to let her starve? She's got 24 days to figure it out, same as any other adult. Tiffany called me heartless and stomped off. Cool. I finished my workout. Last night, the extinction burst began. Apparently that's what it's called when they panic and try everything at once. Brooke created a GoFundMe. Help a young woman escape financial abuse. The description painted me as this controlling monster who trapped her financially, then threw her out for having male friends. She raised $50 from her aunt. The comments section backfired spectacularly because one of the party guests, her coworker James, commented, "Weren't you calling him Plan B at your birthday before he dumped you?" She deleted the whole thing within 2 hours. As I'm writing this, I just got a text from an unknown number. It's Brooke, from a friend's phone. "You win. I'll leave quietly if you just give me $5,000 to start over." The entitlement. The absolute entitlement. My response? No. Then I blocked that number too. 22 days left on her move-out deadline. This is going to be a long 3 weeks. Update 2. It got so much worse before it got better. Remember how I said Brooke had 22 days left? Well, she decided to accelerate the crazy. First, she tried to break in at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, but not in a smart way. She literally tried to crowbar the door in full view of the Ring camera while narrating what she was doing. This is my apartment too. I have rights. The neighbors called the cops. I woke up to police knocking, showed them the lease, only my name, the certified notice, 27 days to vacate, and the Ring footage. They told her she had to leave or they'd arrest her for attempted B&E. The officer actually said, "Ma'am, you're on camera trying to break in. While talking about breaking in, that's not smart." She ugly cried about being kicked out of her home. Cops didn't care. Told her it was a civil matter, follow the eviction notice. She left, but not before screaming, "This isn't over." Narrator: It wasn't over. Next day, I get a call from my bank. Someone tried to access my account claiming to be me. Had my social, my birthday, even my mother's maiden name. Brooke knew all this. But they didn't have the answer to my security question. First pet's name? I'd told Brooke it was Buddy. It was actually Sergeant Whiskers. Always lie about security questions, folks. Bank flagged it as fraud. I filed a police report, added another layer of security to everything. Then came the masterclass in delusion. Brooke's mom, Sharon, called again. But this time, she wanted to negotiate. "Sharon, Derek, let's be adults. Brooke made mistakes, but you did too. It's only fair you help her transition." Me, fair? She put 2 years into this relationship. While calling me Plan B. That was jokes. Girl talk. You men are so sensitive. Okay. So you'll help her? No. I'll give you $500 if you give her $3,000. What? It's a compromise. I'm helping, you're helping. Everyone wins. The mental gymnastics. She wanted me to pay $2,500 for the privilege of paying $2,500. I just hung up. But the peak entitlement came last Thursday. I get home from work, and there's a moving truck outside. Brooke's there with some random dudes trying to look official. She's got a clipboard and everything. "We're here for the furniture." "What furniture?" "My furniture. From the apartment." "You mean the furniture I bought with receipts in my name? I picked it out. That makes it mine." One of the moving guys looked uncomfortable. "Lady, if his name's on the receipts, just do your job." I called the cops, again, showed them receipts for everything. Couch, TV, bed, even the coffee maker she was trying to claim. Police told the movers to leave unless they wanted trouble. Movers apologized to me, said she told them I was her ex who'd stolen her stuff during the breakup. As they're leaving, Brooke drops the mask completely. "You're nothing without me," she screamed. "You were a nobody. I made you better. I picked you." "For Plan B," I reminded her. "You weren't even Plan A material." That's when Zane pulled up, in his Tesla, to rescue her. "Come on, baby," he said. "He's not worth it." Baby. Baby. They're together now, officially. Been posting couples photos everywhere. The captions are something else. "Finally with someone who values me, and real recognizes real." Plot twist. Zane's Tesla? It's a lease he can't afford. His entrepreneur lifestyle? He lives with his parents. His investments? Crypto and NFTs that tanked. Found all this out from a buddy who knows him. Brooke hitched herself to a sinking ship. Meanwhile, her professional life imploded. Remember her boss pulling her aside? Well, showing up with moving trucks and police reports during work hours was the last straw. She got encouraged to resign to pursue other opportunities. She's now unemployed, living with Zane at his parents' house. His mom already hates her. How do I know? Because Zane's mom DM'd me on Facebook. "Is this the girl who called you Plan B?" Good riddance. Now she's my problem. 5 days left on the eviction notice. She's officially moved in with Zane, but keeps saying she'll sue me for illegal eviction and emotional damages. Her lawyer, her cousin who failed the bar twice, sent me a letter full of legal-sounding nonsense. My actual lawyer responded with one line, "No merit. Do not contact my client again." The best part? Remember that $20 self-help book I gave her for her birthday? She posted it on her story. "Reading this amazing book Derek gave me. He always knew how to inspire growth." Girl, I dumped you at your party. The cognitive dissonance is real. Final update, it's done. Finally, completely, beautifully done. The last 5 days of her eviction period were anticlimactic. She'd already moved everything to Zane's parents' house. Sent Tiffany to grab the last few items. Tiffany tried one more guilt trip about how devastated Brooke was. I just helped load the boxes. Silence is powerful. But the real ending came 2 weeks later. I get a call from an unknown number. It's Zane's mom, Patricia. "Derek, you need to know what's happening." Apparently, Brooke had been telling Zane I was stalking her, harassing her, trying to win her back. She was using this fictional drama to get attention and sympathy from him. Even showed him fake text conversations. She was texting herself from a burner phone. But Patricia is tech-savvy. She checked their Ring doorbell footage. Saw Brooke sneaking out at weird hours to escape my harassment. Really meeting other guys, including Zane's best friend Luis. Patricia showed Zane everything. He confronted Brooke. She tried to flip it, saying Patricia was jealous and controlling. Zane actually considered it until Lewis straight up admitted Brooke had been hitting on him, sending him pics, asking to talk privately about Zane's treatment of her. Zane kicked her out that night, in the rain, with her stuff in garbage bags. But here's where Brooke reached peak delusion. She called me. At 11 p.m. Derek, I need you to pick me up. What? I'm at Zane's. Well, outside. We had a fight. I need somewhere to stay. Brooke, we broke up. You called me Plan B. You tried to break into my apartment. You attempted bank fraud. That was all miscommunication. I was hurt. You embarrassed me. No. Where am I supposed to go? Not my problem. You ruined everything. You labeled me Plan B. I just chose not to be anyone's backup plan. She hung up. Posted on Instagram about toxic exes who won't let go. I wasn't following her. Trevor sent me the screenshot. Nobody bought it. The comments were brutal. Girl, didn't you live with him for free? Didn't he dump you at your party? Team Derek to the... She deleted her Instagram the next day. Last I heard, through the grapevine, she moved back to her hometown 3 hours away. Living with her parents, working at her dad's insurance office, doing data entry. Sharon apparently tells people I manipulated her daughter and turned everyone against her. But here's the thing, I didn't turn anyone against her. I just stopped keeping her secrets. I stopped being the safety net. I stopped enabling the fantasy where she was the main character and everyone else was supporting cast. Her coworker James, the one who commented on her GoFundMe, reached out last week, told me Brooke had apparently been doing this for years. Every boyfriend was either a stepping stone or a placeholder. She had a whole philosophy about it. Even gave advice to younger girls at work about maximizing your dating portfolio. James said watching her get called out publicly was cathartic for everyone who knew her. As for me, I'm good. Better than good, actually. Started dating Jenna from my climbing gym. She actually knew about the birthday party drama, small city, word travels, and told me on our first date, just so you know, you're nobody's Plan B in my book. Also, that was legendary. We've been together 3 months now. It's healthy, honest, no games. She pays for dates sometimes. Doesn't text other dudes at 2 a.m. Doesn't have a Zane. It's nice, peaceful. Brooke unblocked me last week just to send one last message. I hope you're happy. You destroyed my life over a stupid comment. My response, your choices destroyed your life. I just stopped subsidizing them. Then I blocked her. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate. It's just stepping back and letting someone face the natural consequences of their actions. Brooke wanted to keep me as Plan B while she explored other options. Instead, she lost all her options and had to move back home. You can't treat people like safety nets and expect them to catch you forever. Eventually, even Plan B walks away. And that toast at her birthday, worth every second of fallout. The look on her face when she realized her backup plan had backup plans of his own? Priceless.